Hey, what's going on, YT? It is your girl, TheLeaRae, and you're tuned into The LeaRaeShow. So, excuse my voice. It's pretty early in the morning. I woke up at 4:30. It's now 5:18, and I haven't been talking, but I'm about to put my hair up a little something. And since it is 5-something in the morning, go ahead and get your cup of coffee, okay? If you're not a coffee drinker, you can't be my friend. Just kidding. Back in October of 2021, I reached a year in locks. And for that year anniversary or whatever, I was like, I'm going to do an ACV rinse, because up until that point, I had just been, washing my hair, and I hadn't even been washing it that often because I still had very, look at this, just hairs everywhere. I still had very immature locks. And so it was time for a, deep rinse, condition, all of that stuff. We're gonna watch another episode of You. Not Blippy though. Yeah, you could pour the baking soda in there now. Ugh. Just kind of sprinkle it around. Yep. Thank you. You can leave that cup in there, because you're going to use it, to, What I'm doing right now is I'm just taking care of the edges of my hair so that I can put my hair up in like a ponytail, half up, half down. And I did the ACV rinse. That was eye-opening because the water went from clear to gray, which I had seen that's what it would do. Like, you got a lot of buildup. Even if you're very minimal with what you put in your hair, you're still gonna have a lot of buildup. So that felt good to see that and to get it nice, get that scalp nice and clean. And apple cider vinegar has good benefits. Baking soda does too. So I did that, right? And then I was like, well, I'm gonna have to do something to maintain my locks more, because I'm continuously having these loose strands or whatever. And I know what that's from. First of all, it's my type of hair that I have. And the biggest thing that has contributed to that is the fact that I started my lock journey when my hair was long, okay? Now, you know me, if you've been here for a while, I cut this hair off. It'll be long and I'll straight cut it off, and I won't even go to the barber. I will get a pair of scissors. I don't call it no big chop or nothing. It ain't that deep for me. It's just me getting a haircut. And then depending on how short it is, I might go to the barber, start going to the barber, or it'll just be like a short, like baby fur or whatever, and I'll let it grow out. That's my MO. It's always been my MO. So I gotta leave that one alone, because I actually have a cyst right there that I always have to cover up every day. It's a lump. It's like the size of a grape. And I already been to the dermatologist. They already checked it out. It's not anything. It's like what you see on the pimple popper lady show, whatever. They are gonna remove it. They just will not freaking touch anything on me until I deliver. So, welcome to the world of pregnancy. If they can avoid it while you're pregnant, they're going to avoid it. And since that cyst is just something that is so common and not an issue, not life-threatening or anything like that, they won't even deal with it right now. So I got this big old grape right here that I'll be covering up. It started out for years. Okay, let me refresh. It was the size of a First, I felt a little lump years and years ago, and then the biggest it had got, and it stayed that way was the size of a pea. So I didn't even say nothing to the doctor about it because they was like, this is mad common and we're not gonna go get it if it's not a problem. Then I got pregnant, excuse me. And with the extra whatever that's going on in my body, when I tell you that thing just, like, it was crazy. But anyway, I got the ACV grant, and then I was like, I need somebody to maintain it. So since I have been locked for a year, I'm gonna go get my hair done by a professional of sorts, okay? First of all, I'm living in Southern Alabama. There are no locticians around here. Locticians. Now, are there people that do locks? Yes, but I just had always felt like I needed a loctician because I needed somebody who was really, really, you know, versed in locks and could do, you know, lock repair, and just, that's all they focused on. That's what I felt like I needed for my hair, because my hair is always just different than most people I know. So usually, I guess, I don't know, you go to a loctician, they've seen a lot of different types of textures of hair. They've dealt with it. They know how they're different. They know what's best. So I was like, well, I don't have that, but I am going to go get it retwisted by somebody. So there's this lady that I know of. Matter of fact, I met her when I was I met her when I was hired to do makeup for a fashion show. Because I told you I did it professionally for like a hot second. So I went to her and she washed my hair. It did feel good to have somebody else wash my hair, you know, lay back in the basin and get it cleaned and all that kind of stuff. So did that, and then she retwisted it, and I gave her inspiration for the style I wanted, and she basically did that, except for the fact that she had my hair cascading to one side. And I thought I would like a cascade to one side, like that, but I didn't once I got it. So she already had it all like pent up and stuff, so all I had to do was like take it out and adjust it, and I just popped it on top of my head like this, and I do have some footage of that. But after that, I was like, I probably need to do, like, with my hair, I probably need to religiously wash it and retwist it every 2 weeks, and do like maybe like a little maintenance retwist every week, right? Sounds like no biggie. Yes, it is. It's a big deal, okay? I don't know how many locks I have. I haven't counted them, but I cannot retwist my hair myself. Adrian has to help me. I can't see the parts in the back of my head, even with the double mirror situation. It's too difficult for me. I cannot do it. And because I locked when my hair was so long and I have so many loose strands, even at the roots, it's still hard. Even though I'm going on 2 years of being locked, I don't know what strand goes to which one. My parts are not all uniform, which I didn't really care about because I was going for like a free form, semi-free form kind of deal. Because when I started them, I just parted them the best way I could, and then I finger coiled them, and then I just stopped combing my hair for like 6 months. Like, I just let it do what it do, and then I washed it the first time. I thought I was gonna pass out afterwards, and then I got it all separated again. Adrian helped me, and then the next time I washed it, they were separated. But like I said, they're not all uniform, and that's kind of how I was going. But they're long, they're getting long. Everybody be like, your hair is so long, now your hair is so long. Yes, pregnancy, okay, has given length to my hair, but I go back to this maintaining. Now, every time I wash and I retwist my hair, Adrian helps me every single time. But it does not take care of all this loose strand. It does not take care of the fact that my locks right now are freaking high maintenance, okay? I just know that if I would have cut my hair short, and I would have gotten it started, that it definitely wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have been as long, okay? My locks would have probably been like here or something like that. But I do not feel that my loose strand situation and all that would be so bad. I do not feel that they would be such high maintenance. Like right now, another thing that I'm dealing with that I can't exactly see right now, I can see a little bit. See that white speck right there? Lint, okay? So in certain locks, there's like lint caught in my hair. And I looked it up on the YouTube, okay? That is a common thing, because for a while, I was not sleeping with anything on my head. Like, I was sleeping in the bed, and I would have sometimes I would have my satin pillowcase, sometimes I wouldn't, because even the lightest or the least fitting lock sock that I have still will give me a headache. So I'll be pulling that thing off. But even wearing my locks down on my shirt like this, like, and out length, it's all on the sides of my hair. Like when I checked, looking inside, like the inside, I didn't see any lint built up in the inside. So the only way I know how to get that lint is to go in there and with a pair of tweezers or something and pick it out. Now, I don't know what a loctician would do, but that's how I get it out. And I did it with my fingernail once. On top of that, I have all these little, I don't know if you ever noticed when you pull your hair out from the root, it has like, every time I like pluck a hair, it's like a white something. I don't know what that's called. It's like a white thing that was inside your head at the root of your hair strand. So that happens when it sheds too, not just from like plucking. Like when it sheds, if you get like the whole strand that has shedded. So all that is twisted, and all I see is these little white specks from where the hair was shedding. And I don't know if that's common. I don't know if that's just me. I don't really care. It's not, I mean, you have to be up on my lock to see it. But the point is that these freaking locks are just a little bit too much maintenance for me, okay? And I can't keep up. I'm almost at the point where I'm not interested at all. Like, I'm not interested in keeping up with them, but I'm like almost like 100% not interested in keeping up with them. So I'm looking at, here's my hair situation right now. If I unravel it a little bit, so this is pretty much where I would probably cut all my locks, because this part ain't locked, y'all. All this up here is not locked. Even if you go to the back, look at that. Where does this go? I don't know. So even if you go to the back, it's twisted, but I can just turn it because it's not locked up there. And all that right here to about here, this is not locked. Okay, it's on its way. It's on its way, but it's not locked. So that is where I could kind of cut it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this right here. I don't think Adrian wants me to cut it for real. I think he likes the fact that my locks are long. He thinks like really long locks, you know, like on women is like so pretty or whatever. But Adrian just likes long hair. He was like, well, it don't really matter because like if you cut it, you're just gonna wear a wig anyway. Okay, that may be true, but even if I do cut it, I'm not gonna cut it short. Y'all know I do that number one with the taper sides and the tape it back in a minute, but I'm not gonna cut it that short. I would cut it where it's not locked, and I would have like my little mini fro or whatever, and I would just grow my loose natural hair out. That's what I would do. But Adrian said that he got one of his students, she has like really nice long locks, and he inquired about it. So he's supposed to be getting her information, and maybe I'll go to that person or whatever, but I don't know, y'all. I think I'm just over it. And I'm not that person who's like so attached to their hair, because I cut my hair all the time. I now what I'm thinking about what my goal was this time around with this lock journey, and it was to actually get my hair to lock when I think about it. And I've achieved that. See, I had this subconscious goal. I didn't know I had, because I didn't really think about it. I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go round two. And then, but in the back of my head, I was like, this time I got to make it through to where they lock. And they locked, and I'm not about to comb them out either. Because you can't comb them out. But see, the first time I went on a lock journey, they were not locked. You know what I'm saying? They were still mad and mature, and I was able just to comb them out. This will take days and days and days, probably a couple weeks to comb all these locks out, because they are locked at the bottom. Well, at the bottom, you know what I mean? Like from like here and down, they are locked. So I met the goal that I didn't even realize I had set, and maybe that's why I'm over it. Maybe I'm ready to move on. Maybe I miss my loose curls. I don't know. But if I do cut it, it'll be because of me this time. But anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, people, peace.